In about a month, the MacBook Air 15-inch will be back. Unfortunately, from the reviewed M3 chipset to the M2 chipset. I'm telling you that Apple has made a final decision as a strategy to make a sudden turnaround, and the key reason is that. Most importantly, I told you that the overall laptop market is in recession. Apple's long-term plans have also been delayed one after another as the situation is expected to continue. One of the things that happened in the fall of 2020 is that Apple is going to be able to build a new iPad. It's going to go to mini LED and then switch to OLED. There was a story, and Apple reviewed it and found that it went beyond the iPad. The news is that it has decided to apply OLED to the MacBook Pro series. That's what I told them. Recently, Apple is planning to launch it between 2025 and 2026. MacBook series with touchscreen OLED will be released after 2027. The industry predicts that the possibility of being pushed back has increased. But Apple didn't make this decision just because of demand. I think the reason why Apple made this decision was because of the impact of sluggish sales. It's definitely there, but more than that, it's to create a new ecosystem. I think it's likely a pre-work. Recently, Apple announced the iPad version of the Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro for the iPad. Packet and Logic for iPad distinguish themselves from conventional Macs. The two things are that you can use Touch, including the Apple Pencil. It's a subscription plan. And it's Apple's ambition to be released at WWDC 2023, even in Apple AR, VR headsets. I heard that you will be able to use the Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro. Video or music professionals continually update to Mac. It is seen as creating a new ecosystem for the main character who made it happen. The most important change in user experience here is also Touch. Most of the basic apps on Apple headsets are based on apps for iPads. Is known to be made, so the action of touching or gestures. It's a completely new experience for the user, and Apple is using it to help them. It is expected to aim for a new ecosystem upgrade. Consumers who have received positive feedback from these experiences are new in 2024. It is essential to purchase the OLED iPad Pro that will be released. These new technological changes also require touch in new OLED MacBooks. It's going to create consumers. For Apple, it's a new ecosystem. Of course, it's important to have time to see the reactions, but MacBooks and iPads. The most important point to be distinguished is the presence or absence of touch, and within a short period of time, the touch is the carnivalization that can be caused by the release of iPads and MacBooks. The gap has widened, so more people are looking for iPads and new touch types. Focus and touch on making sure you can buy all of the MacBook series. On older MacBooks that don't have features, Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro continue to be used. You can upgrade it for free, but the new Touch MacBook series. I think there is a very high possibility of switching to a subscription-based plan. If I add one more thing, it's going to be a new color sensing function. Apple Pencil 3 is likely to be released with OLED iPad Pro launch in 2024. It's going to be very high. So, in other words, Apple is a very different company. User experience upgrade, ecosystem upgrade to sell products, and it will continue the typical pattern of achieving all new revenue generation. I see. Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro for iPad in US time. It will be available from May 23rd. The new experience of touch is an option. I don't know if it's going to be left or it's going to be a turning point for ecosystem change. Will it be able to create demand for touch MacBooks? It's going to start soon. Apple's move is drawing attention. Thank you.